I'm Yvonne Halling and I'm the former owner of Les Molyneux Luxury B&B in the Champagne region of France. And I closed my B&B at the end of 2016 and I wanted to sell it. Now, I don't know if you know this, but in France it usually takes a number of years to sell a property. It's not as instant as it can be in the UK. So I wanted to make sure that we were doing everything that we could to allow the house to be passed to the new owner as quickly as possible to shorten the amount of time that it would take to sell the house. So I brought in my good friend Sandy Humby, who is in effect a house and space clearer. So Sandy, what would you say the first thing that you have to establish when you want to sell a house and reduce the time span involved in that process?
Well, a house is like a relationship, so you have a dynamic with the house that is really unique and really quite special. So my first question is, have you completed the contract that you have with the house? Have you finished your journey with the house? And, you know, are you ready to leave, and is the house ready to let you go?
Right.
It's a dynamic, it's a very unique and personal combination of factors. You know, a house has a feeling, an energy about it that when you came to buy the house was a pattern match, a connection where you said, this is the one, or I could live here.
And what was interesting, what we discovered about my story is that there's usually one person in the family, one member of the family that has the contract with the house. Yeah. And in my case, it was me.
Yes.
It was me. And when we delved into the story of how we came to be living here as a family, what we discovered is that it was me who had chosen the house. And in the beginning, the first time that I saw the house, I actually rejected it. And it wasn't until I had sort of gone and looked at a whole load of others and then come back to it, and suddenly it was like the house had wrapped its arms around me energetically, and I was now the owner of the house. So that contract that you're talking about was very specific to me, which we hadn't realised before.
Yeah, and it's always fascinating when you start to look at the overall picture of a house as to who actually has the contract, who is the one that is you know, very emotionally connected to the house and connected to the story of the house. And a house is really interesting because a house is made up of a lot of different layers. It's whatever's gone on the land on that particular area, what the memory is of that, what the building's made of. You know, a wooden house is going to have a different feeling to a brick house or a stone house. What the geometry is of the rooms, the orientation, which way the house is facing. This is going to have a different feeling around the house. And also, it's, you know, whoever lived there before, were they happy, were they healthy? I often find that people that have certain issues will buy properties, say for instance from someone who's foreclosed, if there is an issue around finances, or if, you know, if it's a divorcing couple that are, you know, for the reason for the sale, it may be that it's going to illuminate something around your relationship or your health. You know, I've worked with many people that have had health issues that have been connected to their houses. So the house has got an energy that calls, and we have something that matches it, that goes, I feel at home.
This is familiar, right? This is familiar.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So we've done quite a lot over the last couple of days on resolving my sole contract with the house. Also, we have begun to clear the physical space, so taking out things that are personally connected to our family, so that the house can actually start to bring in a new buyer without any baggage attached to the house. Would that be right?
Absolutely. So it's so that the note of the house can go out really cleanly to attract the new owner. You know, this person, all of our personal stuff, when it's brought into a house, creates an overlay. And so we know you know, when we walk through a house, does this house feel happy? Does this feel a really vibrant space to be in? You know, and when over time we can gather clutter, and we can, you know, create sort of different feelings and different emotions in different spaces. And this is really about bringing the house back to its original blueprint, its original energy, so that it can really reach out there to the new owner, because it's all about the attractor factor, really, of the heart of the home. This is about bringing the home back to its true essence, for it to go and radiate, so that it effortlessly is available for the right new owner. So lovely process.
Fabulous process, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll keep you posted.